What's up, collective? It's your girl, Honeyy the Shaman here, and I have a reading for you. But before we start, I was living a life of sin, and then the divine stepped on, and now I feel saved. Okay, so let's get into this reading, right? I first feel called to say, if you want to book a reading with me, my email is honeytheshaman@gmail.com, honey with 2 eyes. Feel free to inbox me, message me, direct message me, comment, so we can book you a personal reading if that's what you would like. But let's get into this general reading and see what comes out here. All right. First thing I'm feeling is like you are being called to further look into some sort of a situation, scan the situation a little deeper. Something is going on. I'm seeing like US dollar, something to do with some sort form of money. Some form of money here. We're gonna see what came out. So we have 4 cards that came out to begin with. We have the 10 of Wands and then the Lover. Somebody is severely burdened by a love connection in their life. This could be a past person that's burdened by like the way that like a love connection with you worked out. There's a Tower here. We're looking at the Tower card, and the 7 of Wands because they're blocked. This is in a reverse, so it makes me feel like you put some boundaries up towards a person who thought they were going to be able to be a lover in your life. They didn't expect for this to, they didn't expect for you to put boundaries up with them. I have a card in my intuitive read deck that says, I didn't expect you to be so stern with me. And that's kind of like the energy I'm channeling here. So this is somebody who didn't expect for you to have boundaries. This is somebody who lowballed you. They didn't see you as like a person of value here. And it's giving like the reason they didn't see you as a person of value is because they're very superstitious. That sounds like I was gonna say they're very superstitious, right? But it sounds like they're very, very superficial, right? So, sorry. They're very superficial, right? So it's giving, they expected you to act a certain way, look a certain way, have like, if you wear makeup a certain way, or dress, or have like, they wanted you to be flashy or treat them mean or be like kind of like stuck off. They wanted you to act like a like a reality TV star or influencer or something like that. And it's giving like you come off very down to earth, very real, very raw, and like they just kind of was like, oh, this person is just, you know, regular or something that's easy to obtain. And they just didn't value the way that they were supposed to. Now they're looking back like, wait a second, like how dare you set, and then the fact that they're getting this thought process that's like, how dare you set boundaries with me, is making me think that they also thought that they were better or higher value than you. 6 of Swords. You leaving this person behind made them feel very insecure. They're trying their hardest to like restabilize themselves internally. They're having a hard time with that. We also have these cards that fell on top of each other stagnant. The 5 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. They thought they were going to be the one that leaves you, that hurts you, that makes you chase them. But they're the one that's kind of stuck in this energy. And then this is the 8 of Swords, like we said, stuck in that energy. Trapped. Now they're trapped by what they did to you because they hate the fact that they lost you. But it's like, isn't this your fault? So it's like it's their fault. And they're going through some sort of wake-up call, ego death here. High Priestess in the reverse. They definitely thought you were gullible. You wouldn't have picked up on something. For some of you guys, you could have picked up on the fact that this person had a third party, that they were loosey-goosey. This is somebody who said they don't kiss and tell. So they would actually be the type of person who would have like several lovers. I'm also picking up on this person's energy. They could have been messing with somebody who was in a relationship as well. For some of them, this could have been like a neighbor. Just people, they don't care. They don't kiss and tell. So if a girl is unhappy in her relationship, they don't mind showing up as a savior guy. Or if a man is unhappy in a relationship, she don't mind showing up and being his little boo thing on the side. Like, you know, your happiness matters. Let's sneak around so you can be happy instead of being an adult and just leaving if that like doesn't make you happy, right? So I'm really picking up on that. And this person feels like there's no reason for them to disclose that type of information with somebody they're dealing with. This is somebody that's just very toxic. It's giving that this is rooted back in their childhood. And then with the Six of Swords sticking out to me here, this person is deeply insecure. That's where all of this is stemming from, their own insecurities. And they seek people out that are insecure just like they are. This is somebody who lives in their head, who has a lot of feelings. They could be emotionally unstable, but they don't present themselves this way. They do a lot of things to help themselves cope with their insecurities, like very underhanded, very like snobby, very I'm gonna get this person back type energy. And you may not have even done anything to this person, just because they felt insecure. They don't trust anybody with their feelings, so they don't know how to communicate about things. So they don't want somebody to throw it in their face because of the toxic people they've dealt with, or like the environment they grew up in. And yeah, this person just completely messed up, and it's like they're extremely triggered because you walked away from them here. They thought that you wouldn't pick up on it, and then also, with this person, being the type of person that would sneak around with other people while they're in relationships to help them find happiness because they're unhappy in a relationship, as if they're not grown and they can just leave if they're unhappy, right? This is another reason they don't let go of like flings. So it's also screaming narcissism, because if you know anything about narcissists, they have narcissistic supplies. That's what that sounds like keeping supplies around, right? The Ace of Cups. This person tripped up and fell in love with you. They didn't intend to. Isn't that a song that says something like that? Tripped up and fell in love, and I didn't intend to. That's a lyrics to something. The Joker. They thought you would be the one that's stuck in like this sort of turbulent pain because they did something messed up to you. Something embarrassing. I don't even know if you even know about this, because here her back is turned. You may not even know what they did. And they wanted you to be the one stuck in the rain or hurt because of them. They're trying to settle the score from something or somebody in their past that made them feel like nothing. Whoever this person is that made them feel like nothing was a very attractive person who could have been well put together, that made them feel like they weren't on their level. They used them for something. And it's like ever since then, they have been in this perpetual cycle of making everybody else feel that same exact way that they felt, because they haven't been able to restabilize their nervous system or their self-worth ever since that. It's giving this person came into their life when they were already fragile. And the fact that they even attracted each other lets me know, and I'm picking up on they both attracted each other from a wound of shallowness. Like they were two shallow people. This person kind of like puts on or pretends to be more than what they are. And they attracted somebody who had more than them, that was really popping, but they're also very surface level, shallow, chauvinistic, show off. And it's like, that was what attracted them. But this person was being called to like elevate higher. It was meant to turn them off from that type of energy. And instead of like allowing it to like turn them off and be like, I don't like this, or rejecting it and saying to themselves, I don't want to be nothing like this. This person just decided to be an even worse version of what that person did. Because if that person just got away with it, how am I live talking, but I'm getting this energy being projected to me like like I'm talking too much? So maybe this person felt like you talked too much when you guys were together on dates or something. Something about you is just so real and authentic. You don't feel the need to make people feel bad or put them down or like play a part or be the one that's less interested and don't call and hang up. You're not that type of person here. Like you're real, like you're the type of person somebody should be happy to come home to. Like that's what I'm getting. And this person just doesn't have room for that in their life. They're toxic. They're in toxic cycles. Things like that. But they're under a lot of burdens here because they feel like they lost out on the 10 of Pentacles with you. Like I said, you're somebody it seems that you can come home to. They realize this too late. And it's like what they didn't get in that original situation that should have triggered them to become a better person, they got through you triggering them to become a better person. Because they realize not everybody's going to go for that. These go for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Like that's coming through, right? Oh, I got chills when I said that. Yeah, this person is just, they're deeply triggered. because I'm getting this arrogant type of energy. I'm popping on this. Could have attracted a lot of suitors in the past, or could have been a precipice for keeping people, but only people who were like deeply insecure like them, that may have not been more arrogant, like more people pleasers, more of like unhealed empath energies they were attracting with this. And it just didn't fly with you. You taught this person a major lesson here. And they're really stuck on that. So we have the Judgment card in the reverse and the Two of Cups. You were this person's karma because they kept hurting people. It's like, okay, you got hurt. We understand that. You went through a toxic phase. All right? And the divine is just sitting here like, okay, so when do you get out of this toxic phase? Or do you think that's the new way of life? Do you really think we brung this person into your life to make you toxic? I don't think so. And like, that's the energy that's here. Like, you were meant to be a tower in this person's life. You weren't meant to be a stagnant figure in this person's life. We have 3 10s out on the board as well. So something is like completely over. This facade, persona, this excuse. This excuse, because it just wasn't right. And it's giving, I heard I got your follow-up. And with that being said, whoever came into this person's life after you, like certain people who came after you, were also triggers for this person. They were also, but triggers in different ways to help like cultivate pushing them forward in this situation so that they can continue to grow. Because the divine has had enough. I think that, I thought that was another 10 card sticking out. Was that another 10? No, it was not another 10. Jeez Louise here. Maybe something about your birthday? This person were you with this person on your birthday or something? They didn't do something for you for your birthday? That was messed up. Or maybe you did something nice to this person for their birthday. They just see how much of a good person you were. You were very honest, very loving, very caring here. And it's like there's no excuse for why they treated you how they treated you. And now you're like disgusted with this person. You see this face? Disgusted. You're disgusted with this person. Okay. I'm going to pull some of these oracle cards over here. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. And then we're going to go over to that tarot over there. Different deck. They're definitely, something is really wrong here with them sneaking around with this person that's in a relationship here. Somebody could be married or in a relationship. They about to get some real bad karma for that. We have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. With the pulse of the mother here, this is a mother wound in this person. For some of them, there could be masculine energies, and their mothers, just how their mothers were like unfaithful as well, could have talked down on them. This was definitely like the specific circumstances that would have bred narcissism and even sociopathic tendencies, is what they're coming from. They're pulling from a very wounded place. This is giving a mother who like really abused this person. And for others of them, if it isn't that, it's the fact that their mother had very toxic relationships around this person where they saw their mothers be very severely mistreated. So they're living in reference to, it'll never be me. And just because that happened to the mother doesn't mean that it'll happen to you. So you can't just be out here attacking and hurting people because of what happened to, you know, whatever happened to their mother. Like that's not cool here. So it's definitely stemming from a mother wound. And you see how this waterfall is coming down on top of this person? It's given like their mother and their mother's mother. So whatever this is generational here. Their mother could be the way that their mother is because of their mother. Like this is something that's generational. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Somebody said, keep my mama name out your mouth. No, sir. This could be definitely generational, and yeah, they're upset about it. Right? The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb, darkness. This person's empty inside. They don't have nothing to give. I'm still kind of caught off guard. This person is very, very empty inside. There's nothing. They have like a darkness. For some of them, they have like a very dark internal. They're internal, and then for some of them as well, they have a mean inner voice. you know, the way that you just think, you talk to yourself like, you know, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that, or oh, that didn't work. Like being able to give yourself advice, but they don't have like a normal voice. Their voice in their head is like the voice of their mother. You understand what I'm saying? Like if their mother was like, they made a mistake, just came down on them, yelled at them, screamed at them. It's like they live in the world that even when they're away from whoever, this person seemed like they had an abuser in their past. Whoever this abusive, whoever this abusive person was in their life, their own thoughts mimic the way that this person talks to them. So this is maybe another reason why they're having a tower about you leaving, because that mean inner voice is being mean to them about like what they did and how it's their fault they lost you. Like this person does a lot to not end up in a position where they do anything wrong, or like that they can perceive that they were wrong in, because they don't like to get yelled at by their own thoughts. Is this making sense? Like they feel like it's like if their own thoughts are calling them stupid, like this is your fault, like you like they're so mean to themselves, and they don't know how to get another mean inner voice here. Something like that is coming through here, and that's another reason, or something that attributes to like their darkness here. We have Haritha, I don't know what that say. Okay, longing for home, homesick for the stars. This person could actually be feeling kind of like the energy of like taking themselves out of here. Because something is so deeply triggered within them and they don't necessarily know how to heal it. It says you got the love, and this in the reverse, and it also says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. You got the love. This person feels completely unloved, or you were the person or the first person to ever show this person love in a certain way, and they can't believe they lost it. You were everything. It's kind of giving you everything this person ever prayed for or was looking for, and they didn't do right by you. They were still too caught up in their own past, and they don't have any way to. They're in crisis because they don't have any way to soothe or to cope with what's going on. They can't find a remedy toward why they did what they did, if it's really their responsibility. Like they're really stuck with that. They're in a really dark place here. We have well and Orca elders. Share your song, frequency, and sound, deep diving, stagnant. And they also don't have anybody to talk to. So they're suffering because they don't have nobody to talk to about this. They're keeping this all to themselves. This person may feel like they want to go talk to like an elder in their family about it, but they can't for some reason. Don't know why. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Breath to the cosmos. Maybe the elder they wish to talk to is no longer here. Something like that could be possible. The only person they could talk to may not be here anymore. Inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. This person has to go within in order to find healing for themselves, and this is no longer your responsibility. You tried to love this person to the best of your ability. They didn't have room enough to receive it, and you got on. That's exactly what you were supposed to do, right? Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This person has to go on a journey with themselves to find love within themselves, and then maybe they can get to a place where they find love again, but they have to get through this journey by themselves right now. And then also what I'm picking up on that is you are the light. This person was stranded in this dark place all by themselves way over here, and you were brought as like a gift to this person, the light, and they just threw it away. They just left you hanging. And it's like, that's not your problem or your fault either. Surrender to the sweetness. They couldn't accept that your love was genuine, or that you could see them. So because the mother figure could have seen them as a piece of crap, and then they had this person who they thought was all that come into their life discard them and treat them like a piece of crap, they felt like they really were a piece of crap here. So when you came in seeing them as somebody worth loving, they just couldn't trust it and kind of just sabotage the situation. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer in the reverse. And then at that point, they just disconnected from their heart, and they thought that love wasn't possible for them. They thought love was fake, relationships are transactional, people are two-faced, things like that. Then we have the courageous peony. multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. You are a unique soul. Like I said, you're not like anybody else. You're not the type of people who try to fit in. You don't try to pretend to be something that you're not. It's like, take me as I am or have nothing at all, right, Mary J? You're you. And you came in with your own individuality, and I'm picking up that it triggered this person because they became a shell of who they are. Never trusting another person with the rawness of who they are. So to be with you and your rawness scared them because you were encouraging them to display a side of themselves they didn't share with many other people. So it made them feel triggered, like they needed to hide and cover themselves, and they kind of just attacked you because you were breaking down the shell and exposing the vulnerability, and they just didn't know how to properly handle that. You were opening up their heart chakra. I don't know if you guys can see that this is a giant flower here, and it's like it's pink. You were opening up their heart chakra here, and they attacked it. They couldn't receive it then and there. But like I said, you were just a step on the journey. Your journey is going to continue to go forward. I'm going to pull two more about that with these cards. Lifting the veil. Yeah, you were never meant to marry this person, with lifting the veil. And it also says questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. They were never meant to stay in your chapter. You guys were just meant to be a learning lesson for each other. You're supposed to wake this person up to love, and maybe they were supposed to teach you about the things you were meant not to pour love into, or the traits you were meant to learn how to recognize. So when you see it, you know to get out of there up front. So you guys came into each other's life at the perfect moment to teach each other what you needed to teach, and then your spirit team got you up out of there. This person is a void. You understand what I'm saying? Like, on inner earth, we have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. You had to do a lot of healing after this connection, huh? You had to do a lot of healing after this connection to get yourself back up after it, because I'm taking this person took a lot out of you, or they took your authenticity or your genuine love for granted, and they hurt you in a way you never deserved to be hurt. For some of you, you guys are really attractive. You're really attractive to this person, right? Just like that first person was. So it's like, oh God, you were like the precipice of what needed to be triggered in this person. Because that first person they thought was all that in a bag of chips that discarded them, you came in as the next person they got that's like all that in a bag of chips that triggered them. That one discarded them. You did not. They tried to discard you. See how they tried to like remedy the brokenness within you, remedy the broke where some of them broke. Anyways, they try to remedy the brokenness within them, right? Through you, but you didn't come on that type of time. So it was like they just jacked this whole thing up here. And it's just a hard thing for them to stomach. We're gonna pull some of this moon tarot. Yeah, they just had a hard time stomaching that. They hurt you in a way you didn't deserve to be hurt, but you know you're going to be a better person after it. For some of them, they could have encouraged you to do more vices. For others of them, they for some of them, they could have wanted you to be all like on vices or something when you were with them. So you would be a lot more receptive to whatever type of abuse they wanted to do towards you here. Something like that is coming through. The cat energy is being shown here, stagnant. It says, make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being. Connect to the metaphysical world around you. Stagnant. They didn't want you to be able to focus on taking care of yourself. This person wanted you to be in more of a docile, more controllable, more... Oh, I'm hungry. I should get food. This is the second time I'm doing a read, and I'm just like, oh, what I'm finna eat. Okay. This person wanted you in more of like a docile, receptive energy to something here. And when I'm looking at this card, which is about the whales and the elder orca energy, I don't know if you can see that big old whale on this card. It's giving, this is the same thing that one of their grandparents may have done to their other grandparent. They were following suit. This, like I said, this is something where it's like a generational curse here being passed down. Your spirit team was on it though. Your spirit team was on it. They were never gonna let this person destroy you. Moon in Pisces, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Like I said, they wanted you to be on some sort of vice. Either they wanted you to be, y'all know what vices is, you know, drinking grown people water or, you know, doing other stuff. You understand? Yeah. And then we got the owl in the reverse. All right, now, please. All right. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation in the reverse because they didn't want you to catch on to the fact that they were mistreating you or whatever else they had going on here. They wanted you to be all like all over the place or all like hippie, loopy out of it. So they wanted you to be like more out of it, more receptive and susceptible to like what it is that they were trying to like do to you. And the moon card is in the reverse. It says blue moon. And it says, now is a powerful time to set long-term goals and sow seeds for the future. And they wanted to waste your life, waste your time. This is one of those people that would have wanted to keep you with them until you looked up one day and 40 years went by and you're like, what happened to my life? Like, this person has some real crazy because they felt like they weren't good enough to keep you any other way. They felt like they weren't good enough to keep you any other way. That's what's coming through here. The full moon is in the reverse. Take time to relax, recharge, replenish your inner strength. And then they could have tried to use you to do something, overwork you, have you clean up the house. You ever heard they talk about, you know, oh, certain people, they used to say men, but you know, it doesn't have to be gender specific. Certain people want you to not be able to rest when you're in the house. That's why they mess it up and want you to cook all these different things. Like some of them could have like tried to like use you for what you had or like overwork you. There was some sort of unfair dynamic when it came to work. And the last moon tarot we're gonna pull is Moon and Virgo in a reverse. And I'm realizing all of this stuff is in a reverse here, which lets me know there was a lot of secrets as well. And it says issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being, but they weren't able to pull this off. You never became like, you know, a junkie bunkie. Like you were fine. Even if you guys did, you know, indulge in some sort of vices, you never let it like get you to a point where you were like all like cooped out here. Let's get some issues here. We get some words or some issues of who these people are. See what wants to come out. So I'm feeling called to do something flip. Yep. Somebody name first, last name can start with a D, or we could even be getting a word that's gonna come out. G, so dog, also is coming out here, or their name could start with a G, or the last name could start with a G, or somebody could be a dog. An F we have here. A V. Let's see if we got any more to come out. The letter P. O. Somebody could have a parole officer. P-O. We have E. Ooh. TMI. Somebody could like being, I don't even know how I can see this. If I could say this. Somebody, there could be a masculine. This is only for specific energies, right? Okay. How do I say this appropriately? I don't think I can. Q. There's a certain activity that certain people like to partake in with people of the opposite gender, okay? But think about the word leg, okay? Think about the word leg. Somebody could be into some other stuff. Anyways. Okay. We got the letter C that came out here. Let's see if we can get 3 more here. The letter H. We have O. We have the word chop here. Maybe somebody likes to play video game because Chop is the dog from Grand Theft Auto, or somebody could drive recklessly. M. Let's see if we get 1 more. Let me finish off the stack here. And then the letter T. I'm seeing about somebody being in a hot seat. We have P-O come out. Then we have H-O-T here. We have the letter A out. We do not have the letter A out. The word pot is here. So we know what we spoke about earlier. Fog, something wasn't seen. Remember we said all those cards came out stagnant. Something is unseen with that. Let's roll some dice. See if I see anything else. the word leg, and then see this letter P, isn't it pretty? I'm not educating nobody on anything that I ain't supposed to be talking about now. Okay? Oh, jeez. Some people got their own interests. I just feel very like, don't get me to talk about that. I'm a good girl. Let's shake these dice, see what come out. Okay. So, these two go together. And these two go together. So let's start with the 12th house here. We got the number 12 for the 12th house here. And it's being clarified by the number 1. And let's see what's manifesting in regards to the 12th house in this situation. 12th house represents restriction, incarceration, worries, what holds you back, subconscious thoughts, passive-aggressive solutions, falling into unhealthy patterns, addictions, secrecy, mourning, isolation, and solitude. Remember we had PO come out here? And then we have incarceration, and then we have manifesting. Somebody could be in some sort of trouble, or that could be what's coming for this person. Then we have Jupiter here being clarified by, what is that, the Jupiter? Yeah. Where is it? Right here. Jupiter is right here. It's being clarified by the number 6. So internal stability. And Jupiter is about, sorry, give me one second. Pertaining to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary values, prosperous events here. So this person could be going through some legal troubles based off of something that they did for finances here. Yeah. Somebody could be getting in trouble for something that they did in regards to finances. And then the last thing that we have here is this the Aries sign? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Aries. This one right here. We have Aries coming out, being classified by the number 3, so either growth or alignment. And with Aries, we have impulsive, competitive, quick reaction, stubborn, releasing what no longer serves you. So somebody did something impulsively. This person did something impulsively for money, and now they're manifesting incarceration. That's what's coming out. So this person has a lot going on. It's given they have some sort of karma to pay back in their life. They did something messed up that they weren't supposed to do. And yeah, that ain't your problem. And this letter O is really sticking out to me. Maybe something's coming full circle. Did somebody do something to you? I don't know. It's different for different people, right? And I'm being called back to this oracle like there was something else that needed to be said. Let's see what else needed to come out here. Let's see what else needs to come out here. What you wanted to tell the collective. In the reverse, cracked open in the reverse, rock bottom, surrender to alchemy of life. This is somebody, the reason why they would have done this thing that has them in some sort of legal trouble in regards to money is because they refused to hit rock bottom. They refused to take some sort of judgment that was coming to them when it was coming to them. And they did something they weren't supposed to do. And they acted impulsively, and now because they refuse to hit rock bottom, then they're going to crash into the bottom now at this point, especially if this is in regards to them having had done something to you specifically too. It may not have anything to do with you. One of those initials that came out could have been their first name, or maybe one of you guys just channeled their first name. We have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. They're trying to reach out to some people who they know in order to get them to try to help them out of whatever the circumstances that they're in. We're going to go into some intuitive reads in a second. We have the card that says wait here. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. There's no more time left. So this person's out of time. Whatever these people could try to do to help them is like they're out of time. In the reverse, trusting, oh my gosh, look at this. Trusting the timing. You see it? Like I said, they're out of time. Trusting the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. It's not running out. In the reverse, time is running out, like I just said. Something to do with this person's mother too, is the letter M is sticking out to me. Portal in the reverse, they went after something they wasn't supposed to go after, something that didn't belong to them. This person could be anybody. This person could be wherever your intuition is pulling at. is where this energy could be relying to, or this person could have some sort of connection or relation to wherever. So just check in with your own spirit guys, your own intuition to figure out where it's feeling like it's coming from. Portal in the reverse, it says doors are opening, you decide, reward, wild card, and it came in the reverse. This person took some sort of portal that didn't belong to them. I used to watch this TV show. I think it's called I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's a vampire, a ghost named Sally, and a werewolf, and they all live in a house together as roommates. And the vampires are not supposed to like the werewolves, and this vampire happens to be one of the top vampires, the oldest ones. And long story short, in this series, the ghost named Sally starts to go by other ghosts, and they get in line to work with a medium for the. I'm gonna get where I'm going. Okay, hold on. And in this TV show, the ghosts try to jump in newborn baby bodies to get a second chance at life, right? It's giving that, but like if they do something wrong, then the medium who's protecting the babies like ward them away, or like make sure they never get a chance to go to like another body. The principle behind it is not what we're talking about. It's just the fact that this person took and tried to take a portal into something, or they took something that didn't belong to them. It was somebody else's opportunity. Something else that belonged to someone else. They tried to take it, and they did it very impulsively, and now they're facing legal trouble here. And the people who they know, they could be a part of some sort of fraternity or brotherhood or something like that, can't help them. It's too late. Earth, learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. Now this person's feeling isolated, and this is making me think of what I was just talking about. Like this person's trying to get a new life here. They're trying to jump or change their circumstances or change. This person wants a new life, or somebody, they could be trying to get a new identity and go on a run. Let's pull a couple intuitives here. Vasectomy. Oh my gosh, we're talking about babies. Something crazy is going on here. Somebody who was expecting a specific reaction. Somebody got cut off because they didn't get the reaction they were looking for. Nobody should have to live like this. And we have the floor. Remember we were talking about this person avoiding hitting rock bottom. And let's see what comes out here. Underestimated your cutoff game. You walked away from this person. Maybe they weren't. Maybe that's when they hit rock bottom and did this impulsive thing here. We're going to pull some cards and just figure out what comes out. Let me shuffle that here. Don't quit your day job. They should have just got a job here instead of doing whatever this thing is. The TV show I was talking about, it's not True Blood. The ghost in the TV show name is Sally. And now this person is like knee deep in it here. That's what's coming through here. And customer demographic here. And then they did something weird with this money. Let's go ahead. And what fell here? Younger family member needs help. They have no one to turn to. See, this person needs help now. Or they could have got some younger family members involved in something to help them steal something. And now they need help. Ooh, something was a silent threat. It says that was a silent threat. Let's see what else comes out here. They try to use this brotherhood to do a silent threat. Spend time with others, and then they also wanted to possibly isolate you in some sort of way, or this was just this person's thought process or their desires, what they wanted to do. I'm picking up something about pretzels, guys. A designer. Remember I was talking about somebody doing those adult activities. You know, they talk about designer substances. That's coming through here too. Trying to hide one's involvement.